Hey guys, Judah Gabriel here, giving you another update on my Israel trip, my Israel exploring. Today we went to the Mount of Olives, and it's an amazing sight. There are thousands of Jewish graves on the hillside, um, and the reason for that is the prophecy in Zechariah that speaks that the Lord will return and set his feet on the Mount of Olives, and the Mount of Olives will split. And going along with that, in the New Testament, it says that when Yeshua returns, the dead in Messiah will rise. So it's a really significant place for both Jews and Christians. Some messianic things will happen there according to Jewish and Christian scripture. And even though it's called the Mount of Olives, there aren't many olive trees on the mountain anymore. They've been replaced with graves, and there's only olive trees on the base of the mountain, as you'll see in the pictures below. A couple other interesting things. We went up to the Golden Gate. The Golden Gate is where Jewish tradition holds that the Shekinah, the divine presence, once was. It's also called the Gate of Mercy, as Jews prayed there for mercy. And it's also where Jewish tradition holds the Messiah will come through. And I believe Christian tradition and Scripture also supports that, where Yeshua will return to the Mount of Olives and walk from the Mount of Olives through the Golden Gate into Jerusalem. And it's interesting because they're so close together. They're only maybe within 5 minutes you can see the hill from the Golden Gate and vice versa. It's a very short distance. The gate is now sealed. It was sealed in the 1500s by the Ottomans, and so Yeshua would have to knock it out or something. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that comes about. Interesting thing, I went to King of Kings Assembly in Jerusalem. It's kind of an evangelical church. A lot of international folks attend there, kind of come in, come out. There was some good worship. They sang some hymns with a couple guitars and violin and bongo drum. It's really beautiful. And after the service, I was introduced to this couple. Looked very old. The man looked especially old and decrepit and maybe on his last legs. And he said his name was David Stern. And I said, "The David Stern? David H. Stern?" And sure enough, it was David Stern and his wife who just visited King of Kings. I guess they don't regularly attend there, but sure enough, David Stern, if you own a complete Jewish Bible, that's David Stern's work. It's his translation. The Messianic Manifesto. David Stern for decades now has contributed so much to the Messianic movement. It was really an honor to meet him. Also met Teddy Chadwick. He is the leader of a Messianic music group called Yerubalee. I'd known of Teddy for a while, and I guess he had heard of me, and we corresponded once or twice. But I had dinner with Teddy and Jonathan and another couple from King of Kings, and it was great. Teddy kind of shared his heart for Israel and how things have gone down this far, and how he's just kind of trusting the Lord for many things, and it was really great. So all in all, it was quite the day. Met some Messianic celebrities, if you will, and David H. Stern as well as Teddy Chadwick, and saw some amazing sights with the Golden Gate and the Mount of Olives. So I'm going to post some pictures below. I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.